What's up everyone? Welcome back to the Vegan Test Kitchen. Today we are making a Louisiana sandwich. We are making a Chile Cornmeal Crusted Tofu po' boy. Say that 12 times. I'm not even gonna try it. So we're gonna be putting a coleslaw that we made in a previous video on this sandwich. If you wanna know how to make that, check out the link in the description below. We're also gonna be making a Chipotle Mayo, which should be delicious. And let's see, what else are we making? I feel like we're making 3 million things. Oh, and we're making the tofu, of course, the Chile Cornmeal Crusted Tofu. So you can either bake these or you can fry them. We're gonna do it the delicious way. We're gonna fry it. As always, the description below has all of the ingredients that you need. Let's get started. Now, the first thing we're gonna do is make our Chipotle Mayo. So you want a 1/4 cup of Vegenaise or vegan mayo, whichever one you want to use. I actually went crazy and used both. So who knows what it's going to taste like. I'm sure it's going to be good. You're going to get 1 canned chipotle and a little bit of this sauce. You're going to mash it up like so. It smells chipotle-rific. 1 chipotle and a little bit of sauce. That's probably good. Now you're supposed to mash this up with a fork. That was really weird. It just like kind of dissolved in there. Nope, found it. All right, let's wrap this up and stick it in the fridge. Grab your tofu, extra firm. And if you have a nifty little press like so, then we're gonna press it for a little bit, just until we get everything else prepared. There's no rule on how long to press it. Just press as much water as you can out. And if you don't have one of these nifty little things, just put it in between 2 plates and put like a book on it. Into the fridge it goes. Go ahead and grab your skillet and just look at it, because we're not going to do anything with it yet. I'm pretty sure I just scared my cat with this. So what you're going to need for this recipe is 2 12-inch long French bread loaves. This obviously is at least 2 feet. I mean, look at this. It smells good. Fun fact, what makes French bread French? Typically, French bread is long and thin, while an Italian bread is more flat and round. Also, in France, laws prohibit them from adding any extra oil or fat. So French bread is typically just made with water, yeast, and salt. And some flour, of course. That's what makes French bread French. That's what they do on Great British Bake Off. Grab your tofu, and we're gonna drain the water. Now we're gonna cut these into long triangles. So you weren't supposed to cut it like this. You're supposed to have 16 slices, not 32. So what we did wrong, we initially cut them right. We need 8 long slices. Then what you wanted to do was cut them like this. Chop, 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 chop. So you have 2 really long triangles. Not these. Not these. But these will work. We're gonna make it work because it's tofu and you're gonna fry it anyway. Make it work. Now let's set this aside and mix together our dredging stuff. Grab your soy milk and your cornstarch and mix them together with a fork until it's mostly dissolved. Now we're gonna grab our dry bowl, put our cornmeal in it, and then all the other spices and the zest. Lime zest, salt, chili powder, cumin, and cayenne. But before we mix that together, preheat your skillet with a whole bunch of oil in it. You're gonna want at least like a 1/4 inch of vegetable or corn oil. And you're gonna wanna make sure it's good and hot before you stick the tofu in there. Now, take a wine break. Now mix the dry ingredients. That lime smells good. And the chili. This all smells really good. Now the cookbook gave a really good suggestion. You wanna use both of your hands. One hand is for the wet ingredients and then one hand is for the dry. So just always keep them separated. That way you don't have some mutated growth of a batter hand at the end of this recipe. So you're gonna take your tofu that does not look like this, it should be longer, and dip it in this mixture. Then you want to throw it in here, like so. We're gonna just set this aside, and we're gonna do all of these. Imagine this wouldn't take so long if you actually slice them like we were supposed to. Now we have double the amount of tofu, which really doesn't sound like a problem in my book. I mean, I like tofu. Presumably you do too. And we're done. All right, now what we're supposed to do is fry each one for 3 minutes on one side, then flip it over for 2 minutes on the other side. So let's go. What do you all usually do with the rest of this? I feel like so much of this goes to waste. So you're kind of done with this. Do you all save it? It kind of just encourages me to fry more things, which I guess isn't bad. All right, now let's flip it and fry for 2 more minutes. Now you want to make sure to have a plate with some paper towels ready because that's what we're going to drain everything on. All right, let's take them out. All right, now we're going to go for batch 2. Repeat. Per the cookbook, if you would prefer to bake it, what you're going to do is get a cooking sheet, set your oven to 350, put your tofu on that sheet, spray it with a little bit of oil on each side, and then you're going to bake for 12 minutes on each side. I'm electing for the non-healthier version today. While we're at it, why not? Time is up. We're almost done. Grab your French bread. Grab your Chipotle Mayo out of the fridge and spread it generously on both halves. Now we're supposed to put the tofu on the bread like so. Actually, I feel like this works just as fine. So don't freak out if you didn't cut the tofu like you were supposed to, like me. Now we're gonna put our coleslaw and a very important ingredient, pickles. All right, let's try this thing. It's a big old fat mamma jamma. I mean, it's a good sandwich. The Chipotle has a really nice flavor to it. I kind of want to try just one of these by itself. So the tofu, the Chile Cornmeal Crusted Tofu is really good by itself. And on this sandwich, mixed with everything else. So I've never had a po' boy before when I ate meat. I know usually it's made with like barbecue or seafood. It's a Louisiana sandwich. This is a really good sandwich though. I really love the Chipotle mayo on it. It really makes the sandwich. The French bread is perfectly crusty. I mean, it's French bread. Probably not the best thing for my jaw because, you know, so I'm getting a workout, that's for sure. But it's really good sandwich. This was well worth the effort, guys. There's a lot of steps involved in frying, and you can bake it if you want. Well worth it, delicious sandwich. If this looked like a sandwich that you would enjoy, hit the thumbs up, I would love you for it. And I'm pretty sure you would love it. Comment and share and subscribe and all that good stuff. I will see you all next time. Can you hear those crickets? Stop it.